First question is, why was my dad never in my life? Why did you choose a dad that wouldn't be in my life? Why didn't you bring another dad into my life? Why didn't you force my dad or put him on child support to make sure he was in my life? You know, shit like that. Why wasn't my dad in my life?
I think he didn't really know how to be in your life.
Ain't no stopping me. I know they got the drop on me. Keep that Glock on me. Came from poverty. She saw that dick so sloppily. Cause she rock with me like Monopoly.
God damn.
I don't want to hear that.
It's fine shit on this world, mama.
I don't
For
want to hear
real.
about that. For real.
Why did you make your son so handsome to the point where I could just get all the fine shit?
Really not.
Can you put my address in your GPS if I put my hands on you? Oh, never mind, it's on here. All right, ma, I got a couple questions for you, though. Real talk.
Okay.
Real shit. I need to know some things about my mother. Now that I'm grown, I'm older now.
Just come with it. I don't need the speech.
First question is, why was my dad never in my life? And you can answer these questions with follow-up questions like, why did you choose a dad that wouldn't be in my life? Why didn't you bring another dad into my life? Why didn't you force my dad or put him on child support to make sure he was in my life? You know, shit like that. Why wasn't my dad in my life?
Forcing him on child support does not put him in your life. That just forces him to pay me money.
Oh, I would have put some money in our life. Shit. Go ahead.
He ain't had nothing to put him on child support.
If you put somebody
Probably keep no job.
Damn. As a grown-ass man?
I mean, not for long, no. He was in and out of prison a lot, jail.
He was a fucking criminal?
Yeah.
So you dated a fucking criminal?
Yeah. I dated a lot of criminals.
What? Alright, but why wasn't he in my life? Because sometimes criminals still be in their son's life.
I think he didn't really know how to be in your life. He had a lot of issues with himself. I'll say that.
What the fuck that got to do with me?
A lot to do with you. You know. That's why he wasn't in your life. You asked me a question, that was my answer.
The answer is he had a lot of issues with himself. I agree with that. Yeah,
like a lot of substance abuse issues.
That running the family.
Nothing wrong with me. I don't know. Leave that to y'all. I ain't got no substance abuse issues. So, I have other issues, but substance abuse is not my thing. So, put that on you or whoever else in the family.
Okay.
But he was actually a basketball star, college basketball star in Hayward.
That's when you met him when he was a star?
No, unfortunately, no.
You met him before that?
No, I met him after he went to jail.
What?
Let me explain you what happened. He was a college basketball star. He used to be in the newspaper. He had all kind of clips. They knew him.
Yeah,
I
clips?
think he was at Hayward State. Yeah, I don't know where they are. I'll try to Google him. Something happened and he got injured, and then he started hanging around with the wrong crowd. See, his mama raised him very well, you know, to go to Catholic school. But see, when he kind of like JT, when he went to his daddy's side, he wanted to be like his cousins on his daddy's side. And they were drug dealers and they were hood niggas. So I believe like him wanting to be hard, he went to a 7-Eleven and he robbed the 7-Eleven.
So this nigga like 19 doing this shit?
Yeah, and when he did that, he went to prison for armed robbery, and he actually was in the newspaper because they said college basketball star robbed the 7-Eleven, and how much he ruined his career.
This nigga
you know, how he had so many things going for him and how he ruined it. So I actually met him when he got out.
So he was like 18, 19, so that means he only did like a year.
Probably so. They probably let him
out and got him on probation.
He never had a record.
Yeah.
You know, he was in college, so they show mercy on him. Because if he was in Georgia, boy, they would have been over with. They would have locked his ass.
He did like a corner store, one of them little corner stores in Oakland type.
They got a 7-Eleven. It's gas station, like Quick Trip kind of.
Why the fuck would he rob a Quick Trip? This nigga burnt.
Shut up.
This nigga burnt out. This nigga fried, mama. What the fuck? Nigga was finna go to the league. Is what you saying?
Like that, yeah.
You could have had an NBA nigga.
Yeah.
But you see, Mama, you just be tripping. All right, so
he was very fine. So that's why I was attracted to him, because he was fine.
You didn't care about nothing else, but
I was working at 16. I was very independent. I had a full-time job. His job just getting down to jailbird ass. They call it MARTA here, but they call it BART there. We ride the train. It was this guy who was mentally challenged. He said I was laughing at him, but he just used that to flirt with me.
Y'all was on the BART?
Yeah. He was like, why you laughing at that man like that? And I was like, I'm not. He was like, what's your name and number? And we exchanged, and then from there, we just kind of was like, you know, kicking it.
You got your number right there?
Yeah, but he was a little older than me. He was like 4, almost 5 years older than me.
All right, 20 to 16 or 21 to 16, is that not illegal?
Yeah, it is illegal.
So this nigga's a pedophile?
I mean,
and he's a criminal, and he's a fucking crackhead. God damn it.
I hope you don't post it.
And he got schizophrenia. This nigga fucked up in life. I thought I was fucked up.
No.
Huh?
I'm not going to do that to your dad.
My bad.
Don't do that to him.
Sorry, Papa.
And he wasn't no crackhead.
You just said substance abuse.
Yeah, but I didn't say he was on crack.
What meth, crack, thing?
Okay, so what else do you want to know? Why did I choose him? Because at that time, I had absolutely no guidance when it came to choosing a mate in my life. So I was just looking at who was cute, who, you know, made me feel good inside.
Yeah, you were 16. You was a kid.
Yeah, but still.
Most girls don't pick right men at 16.
No, but if I had, you know, I didn't have the guidance because.
Yeah, and you came from the struggle.
You know, ain't no way that he would even been around if it was my daughter.
Facts. Y'all was in Oakland?
I lived in Fremont with my dad.
I thought y'all met in Oakland, no?
No.
Y'all was in the suburbs when y'all met?
I mean, we both lived kind of in the suburbs.
Okay.
Yeah,
But he was going to Oakland because he wanted to be a hood nigga so bad.
Probably so. He probably was going to Richmond.
Rich what? Richmond. You know my brother went to that school?
Yeah, that's where he was going. I didn't know that he was going to see her.
Oh, of course. You didn't know that. That's not your business to know. But anyways, so he got out of jail, y'all met on the MARTA. His whole life was fried after that?
Looking back, you know.
He still had time though, he was young.
He was young, he was handsome.
He could have did.
And he could have been doing other things, but instead of him getting out and doing what he's supposed to do, he started hanging around with his cousin, his older cousin, and he started selling dope again as soon as he got out. So
this nigga is
that was started his like journey of just keep going but in and out of jail because he didn't never do the right thing. He was always trying to find a quick way out and make some money.
So what's the reason why he not in my life though?
I mean, I did move to Atlanta when you were a baby. I don't know if that contributed to him being in your life. I mean, you did, you know, we did try for him to visit you and things like that, for you to go visit him.
Oh yeah, I was visiting him at first. How old was I? You remember? I remember being on a plane a couple times by myself in the summer.
I let you go there for the summers.
You used to sit me by some nice lady. It was like, well, it was different ladies each time, but I was always next to a nice lady, like an older lady.
Yeah.
She would take care of me, give me peanuts.
Yeah.
I remember. I was like 6. I ain't gonna lie. When I was a kid, when I used to go see my dad, that was like I used to love that nigga.
You used to love your dad.
I used to love that nigga. He used to like take me all around Oakland and just like, it was so new to me. You know what I'm saying? Coming from Atlanta and Decatur, then I went to Oakland. It was just like so like crazy, bro. I felt like he was a celebrity because he knew everybody.
I'm sorry, y'all. Keep crunching this ice. I got iron deficiency. I love ice.
Sorry, Papa.